This is Ryan Abraham, Dan Weber, USCFootball.com. Instant analysis here on the second day, Dedeaux Field. Second two-a-day USC's had today. Did a little walkthrough this morning. Looked like the wide receivers were at full strength really for the first time today, Dan.
You know, last night we thought, wow, the wide receivers put on a show. But then again tonight they came back and they were just Robert Woods made the best catch he said he's ever made in his life, you know, just for starters. And then Silas Redd's catching, you know, even a wide receiver, but they're lining him up at places where he's catching the ball all over the place. Victor Blackwell, back 100% now, it looks like, catches 2 deep, you know, bombs for touchdown. Who didn't catch one, you know? I mean, it got to the point where T.J. McDonald, Marquise Lee's still wearing that yellow, you know, don't hit him vest that he kind of puts around his neck like it's a tie or something, and so it's flopping. He'd go running by McDonald, and McDonald would grab that thing to make sure, you know, the wide receivers were awfully good today.
There was some bad news. Lane Kiffin announced that freshman Devontae Wilson, defensive end, which he had a couple good practices in a row, ended up tearing his other ACL. He's going to be out for the season. Yeah,
it was a shame. Because they warm up and they do calisthenics on the other field, I was hoping, you couldn't quite see the number, and I was telling his stepdad, I said, I don't know if I could see him or not. It was Greg Townsend, I guess, junior, 93 as opposed to 95. So there's somebody in a boot, and kind of way over there, I don't know, because he said, you know, he's looking for him, and he said, oh, I don't see him, wonder what happened. I said, we really don't know. They took a long time to get him off the field yesterday, so that's never a good sign. But yeah, as Lane said, you know, not only what it does to your depth, you know, for him, he's had a, you know, knee surgery last year, and he got to come back, and after really looking like he was starting to fit in as a defensive end, be very comfortable out there. It's a shame. So season ending for him.
Yeah, unfortunate for Devontae Wilson. One of the 3 starting linebackers, actually came back in practice today, Deon Bailey, but he wore that yellow "Don't Touch Me" jersey, but at least one of the starting linebackers was back.
Right, and they were all 3 here for calisthenics, though, and they all had their pads on, so you say, okay. But Hayes and Lamar's not ready with his what looks like a calf strain, but it's been hard to tell about Hayes, but clearly Deon wants to be back. Now, he had the biggest ice pack on his shoulder that we have seen this year. He actually broke the record for the largest ice pack on his shoulder, but he certainly wants to get back out there.
And then one last thing, Matt Barkley gracing the cover of Sports Illustrated. I guess he didn't know, you know, Lane Kiffin was kind of playing it off a little bit, and I guess Matt didn't know about the Sports Illustrated drinks there.
Well, I think, you know, that's when you know you're dealing with the next generation, although Matt said, you know, I grew up with Sports Illustrated for Kids, and he's also on the cover of Sports Illustrated for Kids. He said, but I'm looking down in that one. But the thing that I think makes him excited is, first time he came to USC as a freshman, he looked at that wall in the Sports Information Office with all the Sports Illustrated covers and realizing we haven't had one of those for a while. So I think from his point of view, that's the coolest thing about it. Jinx, what jinx? You know, he said. So we said, do they give you any freebies? He said, you know, digital. We get digital copies of the cover, but he was. It was kind of neat to see a kid he truly didn't know that there was such a thing as a Sports Illustrated jinx. Now Lane had an interesting answer. Lane said, you know, is he all excited about it? Did he talk about it to the team? He said, nah. He said, you know, we're SC. We should be on the cover.
That's interesting. It's funny. That's very Matt Barkley of him to be, it's okay, I'm on the cover of Sports Illustrated. I just want to see it up on the walls of Heritage Hall, which no one gets to see it. That's okay. All right, so this is Instant Analysis from Dedeaux Field. Dan Weber, Ryan Abraham. Check out USCFootball.com for more.